part 3 on how my sister was unalived with a man she met 3 weeks ago. So to jump off from where I was in part 2. So I'm writing up, I see the article and I'm still in disbelief, like, no, there's no way this, this can't be. So we get up to the city and we get to my mom's house. And when I get there, my mom is just, I felt like she was like in shock. Like she came out of her apartment and, my nephew was there, who again is only 3 years old. And, he's bouncing around and bopping around, and my mom starts telling us all the things that the detectives, and the cops said to her and like all these different things, but it still doesn't seem real. However, they said that we needed to go to the hospital to ID her body. So at this point, we all get in the car, which is me, my mom, my aunt, and my nephew. And I had reached out to my sister, had a different dad. So we have the same mom, but she had a different dad. So I had reached out to some of her dad's side of the family, and 2 of her cousins said that they were on their way up to the hospital as well. So we get to the hospital. The crazy part is, as I told you in part 2, that I called into my job. When I called into my job, instead of it being a private matter, which to this day I'm still disgusted, it literally spread like wildfire. They literally must have been chatting and chatting and chatting and like trying to find out information and all this other stuff. It got out so fast. So mind you, this is in a city 45 minutes over. It wasn't even in the city that I lived in. When we get to the hospital, we walk in and the craziest thing happens. We go to security and we tell them why we're there. I gave the security my ID and everything like that, which is crazy, is the phone rang as I'm standing there. As I'm standing there, and guys, please forgive me because I'm a little shaky because it's every time when I think about it, it's like reliving it all over again. But I'm standing in front of the security guard's office at the hospital and the phone rings. He answers the phone and someone on the phone says that they're me. So they call the hospital trying to get information on my sister and says that they were me. And it's so crazy. Like the guard was like, you're, Jasmine Holden or whatever. And they're like, yeah. And he's like, well, that's funny because she's standing right here in front of me. And then he hangs up. So people were literally already calling, trying to be nosy and get information. So we sit down for a couple of minutes and they said we had to wait for, someone to come and get us. So someone comes and gets us and we all get in the elevator. Now, this is where it gets crazy. We get in the elevator and still I did not think that it was true that this was happening. I'm still like, no, we're going to go down there. We're going to ID the body. It's not going to be her. Like, this is a joke. It's not, We got in that elevator and the elevator started going down. And when it started going down, I honestly felt like my heart just like sank. But in my mind, I'm still trying to tell myself, like, there's no way, like this, there's just no way, like we're going to go in here. It's not going to be her. It's all going to be fine, whatever. So we get down to the bottom floor. It's so cold. It's dark. It's quiet. I didn't know that this is like the morgue of, the hospital. I've never been, in a situation like this before. So they take us to this room and the door's closed and they had 2 guards there. And I remember them saying, when you get inside, please, you're not able to, don't touch anything. Like, don't touch the body, you can't touch the body. So in my mind, I'm still like, there's no way. They open the door. And when they open the door, she was laying there. Like she was laying like, I don't know if it was a bed or like what it was, but she was laying there and she was kind of like in a white bag and they had it like unzipped and she had like a sheet and the sheet was kind of like folded to here. And the crazy part is, now you got to understand that me and my sister were a year, not even a year and a half apart. And so when I walked in there and she was like just laying on the bed and like, her eyes were like not closed, but they weren't open. She had like a little piece of blood like coming down her nose. And in my mind, I still did not believe that she was unalive. Like, I could have, like, I was standing there and it was like, I felt like I saw her chest breathing. And I just remember, like I didn't hear anything around me, nothing around me, like nothing at all. Like, come back for part 4.